And hello again, Warriors fans. I am Scott Warras. So pleased to be joined by a Conference Student Athlete of the Week. He is graduate student and cross country, men's cross country, NACC Athlete of the Week, Isaiah Herried. Congratulations, Isaiah. We were talking off the air before. You and I have done this week, each of the last 3 years. There's something about the Gene Davis event that brings out the best in Isaiah Herried. As you finished seventh out of 142, third out of the collegiate runners at the Davis event last weekend. You know my first question by now. What went so right for you again this year at that race?
So it's a flat course, so it's kind of made for being fast. The weather was starting to drop, which the week before we were at Eau Claire, it was like 80 degrees, so it was not ideal. So it was kind of nice to get that nice weather. And then also this is kind of the time of the season that we start getting our legs under us, getting used to the intensity of the workouts.
You mentioned the weather. Maybe it varies a little bit from runner to runner, but what is ideal running weather conditions for you?
I like it cold.
Okay.
As soon as it starts getting hot, I don't handle heat well. So
Okay.
like I would say low 50s, upper 40s is my favorite.
Okay. And you mentioned the course. You've had some of your best individual performances in your great career at the Davis. Is it a golf course? Or what is the layout? You said it's flat, which helps, but what is the layout? How would you describe the topography for folks?
It's definitely, obviously said flat, but it's
Yeah.
on a golf course.
Okay.
So the footing's really nice. We get on some cart paths sometimes, and the cart paths aren't concrete or asphalt. It's nice packed dirt. So it's really good footing to really roll as a group. And like sometimes we go out there and there's just a good pack in the front.
Yeah.
Usually the unattached dudes are very good. 2 All-Americans were up in the front. So it's kind of nice that they get to take us out fast.
You mentioned the team, the squad as a whole finished second at the event. So a good all-around performance individually and collectively. Okay, you also alluded to the fact that it's this time of year as we hit mid-October where you feel like you got your legs about you. Can you tell people about that process and why is it that it's maybe this time of the season, every season, when you feel you're kind of rounding into form?
Yeah, so kind of in the summer, you're more focused on the mileage of not really doing much fast stuff. So when you come to the into the season, you have a big aerobic base. And then kind of Coach Travis's kind of job is just kind of getting the speed on the legs a little bit. Not like smashing shorter reps, but like it's like Ks at like race pace, just getting used to that pace on our legs. And that's kind of when it starts to click is now.
Okay. What does that mean now moving forward? I mean, you've got the state private championships coming up and the NACC championships after that. What does this mean for conditioning in the home stretch, I guess you might call it?
So we still got a couple weeks of kind of building the mileage a little bit, but as soon as we get to about next week, Wednesday, we start sharpening up things a little bit, kind of preparing for the postseason at that point.
You're a veteran at this. You're a graduate student now here at WLC, and you're working, I know, and you'll continue to work as a GA with the cross-country program moving forward. How, because being a graduate student, the school schedule part has changed, right, for you. How have you been able to kind of incorporate that with your running commitment and balance the two? Does it allow you more freedom in terms of the running schedule you can put yourself through, or it's a bit of a change from what you've had the last 4 years?
Yeah. I would say I definitely have less time, so I got to really plan out my schedule a lot more. I also have another job, so that's kind of a thing that I got to work around too, but it's just putting a priority in running rather than, like you only get to run for so long. It's just, I only have a couple more months to put running as a priority, so I just try to put that in the forefront.
Have you, and even last year too, but have you seen yourself take on more of a leadership role in this program?
Yes, I'm not a very vocal leader. I'm more of a lead by example, but I will say things if it needs to be said. But yeah, I've definitely seen kind of this change, especially when the group ahead of me started to go, that there was kind of this spot that needed to be replaced.
Okay.
So,
Fill that void.
yes.
A little bit.
Exactly.
Okay. What you say you're not a vocal leader. So what is it about the example you hope you set and continue to show that acts as a leader?
I think just going into every practice and working hard, I think that's one of the best things you can set for. I think there's a lot of people that can say the right things but not necessarily do the right things. So I think just going into a workout and having the right mindset going in is way better than someone saying stuff. Like you have to back up what you say.
Has your mindset changed, like from day one, if you think back to when you first became a Warrior? Have you matured? Have you grown in a lot of different ways as a runner?
Yeah, for sure. My freshman year, I was always kind of about that, just going into every workout and just smashing it. But like, that's not the exact right way of doing it. It's picking your days and choosing your days when to go to the well a little bit, and kind of just trying to pass that on to like the younger of the freshmen and sophomores. Like, yeah, you need to get your work in for sure, but like we don't need to go to the well every single day.
You know, I'd be remiss before we play 5 questions because of the veteran that you are with this program. I'd be remiss if I didn't get your thoughts on Coach Steve Travis, who announced that this would be his final season as the cross-country head coach. What has he meant to you, your career as a Warrior, as a student athlete at WLC, and what are your thoughts as being a runner in his final year after decades on the job?
Yeah, the first thing I kind of thought of when you mentioned Coach Travis's kind of career here is where he really instilled the mental side of running. And like, you can show up to a race and your legs can be not under you, but if you have the mentality there, you can still succeed in that race. And I think that's kind of the main thing I picked up from him. I think another thing is he was always big on me not just smashing everything and like being so antsy about things. Is just cool down. Like, we have time. You don't need to hit 80-mile weeks in June. You know, we have till November to get up to 75. Like, just stay calm, patient. It'll come.
Well, it sounds like, based on the answer to the last question, like you've picked up on that, and now you're passing that lesson on to the young guys.
Exactly.
Excellent, excellent. As I said, the private college championships are coming up this weekend up in MEC1 at CUW. Okay, Isaiah Herried, we have done this 3 times, 3-time Athlete of the Week award winner in your stellar career, so you know how this goes. We play 5 questions. The first answer that comes to mind, as always, don't overthink it. I'm hoping I haven't asked you any of these questions before. Fingers crossed. If so, pretend you never heard them before. Number 1. Now you can reflect on years of college here. What one class would you retake just for fun of all the classes you've taken here?
I really enjoyed coaching basketball.
Really?
I played basketball in high school.
And baseball too, right?
And baseball too.
Guy? Yeah.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed kind of the coaching side of basketball.
Number 2, what's your favorite restaurant to celebrate a great race performance at? Oh, happy with what you did, happy with what the team did. Let's go out and just enjoy ourselves for a bit. What restaurant are you going to?
I don't think many people are going to really like what I say, but like I really like just going to McDonald's. It's just like just enjoying, like, cheap, get what I want. I know what I want, so.
Okay, well, what do you get?
What's
the go-to McDonald's?
I'm usually a big McChicken guy or a McDouble. So
very good.
I get a bunch of those.
McDonald's fries. They've been around a long time, but they're still, wow. Number 3, what's your go-to scary movie this time of year? It's Halloween season. Is there something you go to? Scary movie guy?
I'm not necessarily a big one, but I really liked and enjoyed the Conjuring movies.
Number 4, do you speak any foreign languages?
No, I do not.
Okay, I was going to make you prove it if you did. Number 5, who is the teacher or professor at any point in your life that you think has impacted you the most?
Impacted me the most? Probably Professor Martins, probably. He really I'm trying to explain it the best way I can.
I should tell people, Scott Martin's a professor in the sport management
Yes.
program here at WLC.
I think he's instilled that there's a lot of things that you can do in your life that many people can't take away from you, is like your degree or your master's degree, and I think that's why that I've kind of pulled that away from him.
That's good. Bonus question on the way out, Isaiah Herried. What one athlete, maybe it's a runner, would you like to have a conversation with, past or present, dead or alive? And what's the first question you ask them?
For sure, Steve Prefontaine. I
Okay.
think that's a lot of distance runners' first answer. The reason I say that is because his mentality of things, I think that would kind of be the burning question I would ask him, is just like how he just brought it every day and proved it every day and had that mentality. And like, you can get to burnout really easily through sports, and I just wanted to kind of wonder how he kept that fire lit for a long time.
That's a great answer. Isaiah Herried, great runner. NACC Men's Cross Country Student Athlete of the Week. Keep it rolling. Thanks, Isaiah.
I will.
Thank you.